Okay, so here's our last day of surface area. This is 10-5. This is the surface area of pyramids and cones. All right? Now, a regular pyramid, one of our vocabulary words, is going to be a pyramid with a regular base. Do you remember what regular means? It means all sides are congruent. Now, not all of your pyramids are going to be regular, but when you notice that they are, that means all the triangle sides are also equal, and that's a bonus. So, another word I need you to understand is slant height. This is the height of the side triangle. So, if you look here, I've got a regular square pyramid with a base of 9 by 9, and the height of the pyramid itself is 11 meters, but the height down the side, the height of this side triangle is 12 meters. And this is your slant height. This is the height that we're talking about. So I need you to understand the difference between the heights. And the slant height is always going to end up different. Now, if you were to open up all four sides of this and lay them out flat on each side of your square, you would get a net that looks like this. And again, if this is a regular shape so that all the sides are equal, if all sides are congruent, if the base is equal and the height is equal, and the height of all of your triangles in a pyramid are always going to be equal because your pyramid is one height. So, when you're finding the surface area of this pyramid, you're going to do the area of the base and then the area of the triangle times 4 because they're all the same. Bonus if you've got a regular. Now we're not going to do all regulars, but if you've got one, bonus. So what I'd like you to do is hit pause and see if you can find the surface area of this pyramid. All right, go. I don't have any pens. I'll use one of these. All right, so the area of our base is 9 times 9, and the area of our triangle is 9 times 12 times 1/2 times 4. So it's 9 by 12 divided by 2, which is a triangle, times 4. So 9 times 9 is 81. And 9 times 12 is 108. Times half times 4, which is times 2, is 216. So I'm going to add 216 and 81, and I'm going to get 297 meters squared. Okay? All right. Let's see if we could do it with the triangular pyramid. So, for a triangle, and here I did not use a regular triangle, just so you have an idea of what it's like to do all different sides. So we have a base here. Now you got to understand all the numbers here, okay? I've got a triangular base that's 10 by 3. It's got a side of 5 and a side of 8. It's got a slant height of 12. So all of these triangles on the sides are going to be 12 meters tall. So when we find our surface area, we need the surface area of the base and then the surface area of each of the 3 sides. So here, I've got my base, side, side, side. I've got my base, I got my slant height, I got my 3 bases, So I've got all the information I need to make my little matrix here, or whatever we're going to call it. So the side of the base is going to be 3 times 10 times 1/2, because it's a triangle. Side 1, this one, is going to be 12 times 8 times 1/2. Side 2 over here is going to be 12 times 5 times 1/2. And my side over here is going to be 12 times 10 times 1/2. So now we got to come up with our totals. 3 times 10 times 1/2 is 15. 12 times 8 times 1/2 is 40. Nope, 48. 12 times 5 times 1/2 is 30. 12 times 8 is 6 times 8 is 48, yes. And that's 6 times 5 is 30, and this is 6 times 5 is 6 times 10 is 60. Fantastic. All right, we're adding all of these together. 8 and 5 is 13. 10 and 5 is 15. So I have 153 meters squared for this. All right? I want to see all this work. Your turn. You've got a triangular pyramid with a base that's 12 times 5. Your base has a side of 12, a side of 11, a side of 10, with a slant height of 8. So I want to see you build your matrix and see if you can work out the surface area of this. Hit pause and go for it. All right, so our base triangle is going to be 12 times 5 times 1/2. Our side 1 is going to be 12 times 8 times 1/2. Our side 2 is going to be 10 times 8 times 1/2. And our side 3 is going to be 11 times 8 times 1/2. All right. So this is 30. This is 48. I like the same numbers. This is 40. This is 44. Adding together 12, 7, 8, and 8 is 16. 162 meters squared. I hope you did that well. All right, now we're on to our third shape, which is cones. Now, the surface area of a cone has a special formula, and if you can write down this formula, you are golden, because all you have to do is copy it and plug in the numbers. I love formulas. So, the surface area of the cone is the area of the base, which is pi r squared, plus the area of this cone. And if you open it up, it's like it's magic. It's pi r l. Just go with it. I can explain it to you. It takes forever. But the area of this is pi times the radius of your base circle times the slant height. L is the slant height. I don't know why L is slant height. I don't know why it's not S or H, or I don't know. I don't care. But it's pi r squared plus pi r l. So if you write that down to begin with, then you just fill in your numbers. Pi times r, pi times r times l. And that's it. And you've got it. And you plug in your numbers. Now, if you're working on a calculator, I'm going to give you a clue. You're going to start with this one. Because if you say pi times r plus pi, it's going to add pi to this, and then it's going to multiply the whole thing by 7, and then it's going to multiply the whole thing by 15, and it's totally not going to work. So, if you want to do this on a calculator and you want to do it quick, here's a tip. You're going to put this first part in, then you're going to hit equals, then you're going to hit m plus, because that puts it into memory. This adds to memory. Now you have to make sure your memory is clear, so make sure there's no little m, so hit memory clear a couple of times. So you do this, equals, and add it to memory. Then you do this one, okay? You hit equals, and then you add it to memory, and it adds it to this one. And now you've added the two of them together. You've taken this total, and then you've taken this total, and you've added them together. All you have to do is hit MRC to see the total. Push it once. Because if you push it once, it's MR, which is memory remember. So it tells you what it was. If you push it the second time, it's MC, which is memory clear, which means it goes away. Which is why if you push it a bunch of times, the memory goes away, but all you need is 2, okay? So I need you to know the difference, and you learn something, and it makes your calculator your friend, okay? So, your turn. You are going to try this cone with 10 inches by 12 inches. Go. All right, what do I have? I have red, I have pink, I have green. Let's do it in green. All right, so pi r squared plus pi r l. I'm going to plug in my numbers. 3.14 times 10 times 10 plus 3.14 times 10 times 12. And now I am done doing math, and I'm going to pick up my calculator. And I'm going to go 3.14 times 10 times 10 equals memory plus 3.14 times 10 times 12 equals memory plus, and I get 690.5 0.8 inches squared, because I'm magic and that's how it works. And I'm going to hit memory clear so that for my next problem, it doesn't get in the way. Alrighty then. So you have the surface area. You have a triangle that is 2 by 10 with a side of 6, a side of 5, and a slant height of 11. You have a square pyramid that is 12 by 12 with a slant height of 10. You have a cone with a radius of 5 and a slant height of 12. Let's see how you do. Now, the janitor just came in and he gave me a white coconut. I've never had a white coconut before. He gave me a little piece of his with some of the, it was so good. It was really weird. I've never had a white coconut. So what I want you to do is I want you to go in the comments and tell me if you've ever had a white coconut before, because I've never even seen them before. They were really cool. Anyway, all right. Good luck with this. I hope you do well. Please bring questions, but really go back and try it because you've got all the formulas. It should work out pretty well, okay? Take a deep breath. It's okay. This is the last one. After this, we just get better at them, okay? So good luck, and I'll see you tomorrow.